walking around with urns collecting souls, things like that, I don't have a problem with that. Like, it's a game. I don't have a problem with that. Now, if it's bad, cheesy, I don't know what to tell you, Chief. You know how to fix that. But this felt kind of, like Braun Strowman out there, like repping the stage set, like, I'm going to kill you. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Pulse, come on. This is the same business that in NBA, these AIs can get half-court shots. You can be part of the Golden State Warriors, have one of the best overalls in the game, and you'll lose to the Magic. That's the type of stuff you're dealing with. As soon as you're on the bench, all your teammates, all your progress becomes trash. Just like that. And in WWE2k19, in the carry system, the AI moves fast, but when they carry you by the hair, they do snapmares where you're halfway done. And then when they have you in a carry system, mostly in a fireman's carry hold, they will always have you onto the ropes. You're rarely able to escape. I'm rarely able to escape, and I'm good as heck at the game. I'm good at mashing. I'm good at kicking out. And it's just hard because the AI moves and they spin around like Mr. Fantastic. Then in the Royal Rumbles and Battle Royales, you got the AIs just aiming at you, and it's easy to get thrown out, especially if you're a cruiserweight. It's too easy to get out, and then, you already saw my career that I had to come out first since I chose the face route. So I came out number 1, and I had to deal with over 29 AIs freshly coming into the match, trying to eliminate me, because every time they automatically aim at you and the player. So, Pulse, you're telling me there's no cheese. But there's the problem there. Is information like that, Pulse just doesn't tell you. But I'm here to tell you.
There's no paying microtransactions this year, but don't hold your breath. You know it's coming. And I really think that they shouldn't do what they're planning on doing, because I know they're planning it. Look, no one here is dumb. We know what's coming. No one here is dumb. You could tell me every year that there's no microtransactions this year, but we know it's coming. Like, it's going to happen. But maybe don't do it the way that you're setting it up. I don't want to pay for Pants 007 or Macho Man Glove 001. Like, I'm just not interested in that. I don't even like doing that, period. I hate that whole system.
The whole system within itself is stupid. Don't mean they'll still try to shove it down your throats. Remember, Take-Two is under, is controlled. Like 2K is controlled by Take-Two. And the president of Take-Two wants microtransactions to happen more with the businesses, the companies that they're working for. They want microtransactions to happen in some type of country, somewhere along those lines. They're asking fans to allow gambling to happen. This is the game industry now, and they want people to adjust it, no matter what game it is, no matter what sports game, no matter if it's wrestling, no matter if it's even a puzzle game. To be honest, at that point, if it's microtransactions in the game, just make it free. WWE2k19 coming for free October 14th. For Xbox One and PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch users only, and PC users. Might as well be free at that point. Because that's how I feel as though microtransactions should be used in games. It might as well just be free. Because I'm sick and tired of these AAA developers just doing this. I think a lot of people are tired of that too. And it affecting the wrestling games, that's how you know it's gone too far. But my thing is, when it happens, what are you going to do? As the consumer, as the person who supports these games and want change out of 2K each and every year, that want to see improvements. What would happen if microtransactions affects your exhibition? What happens if microtransactions affects your gameplay? Because it won't just hit only my career. It's going to hit exhibition as well. It's going to hit it strong. And that is going to be hitting universe mode. It's going to be hitting multiple things. Just like the NBA 2K series. Simple as that. I'm just saying, what are you going to do when that time comes? I already know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to find more games that are willing to offer what I paid it for. not try to take more money out of my pocket just because a president said so. Because come on, it's a wrestling game. But back to the video.
I think it is so damn stupid. Like, I don't think you need to, like, when you're a wrestler, look at the people debuting in NXT right now. They're coming in full gimmicked out, lights, cameras, action. They're superheroes. I mean, it's insane. So, and I understand, like, we're in this game, we're starting in the indies in a bug van, this and that. But I'd rather just go ahead and make my own damn gimmick. You know, it's stifling me from the rest of the game because I can't take my player out of my career. I don't like that. You know, I can't take him out of my career. I can't make him in the universe and then put him in the my career because the whole system where you have to buy things. I think that's just don't do that. No one. There's not a lot of people that like that, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but I can just speak for myself. I don't like it. I don't like that. Pants 007. Out of here. Also, still no women's my career, which is a damn shame. At this point, if you cannot put the resources into making a women's my career, then just let the women fight the men. What is the problem here? Like, what is the problem here? Why can't the women just, you know, if we really can't, it's a video game. If we cannot put the resources into doing a women's my career with 40 women on the roster, why can't you? It's got to be a WWE thing. It's got to be. It's got to be. There's no way that every year they're just like, nah. There's no way.
I'm gonna be honest here. Let me tell you something. Now in SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, you go through a storyline and it's going on at SummerSlam. You are already the WWE champion of your superstar of your choosing, and Chris Masters wants to challenge you, but he is managed by Trish Stratus. In your SummerSlam match, Trish Stratus goes on top of the ladder, grabs the WWE Championship, and she is declared as the new WWE Champion. The next night on Raw, she is defending that WWE Championship against Mickie James. Mickie James kindly, supports you and says, oh, I'm going to be the next WWE Champion, basically seeing you in the back of the line, blah, blah, blah. So Stephanie comes out and she said, oh, only male wrestlers can be champion. If you want to fight for that title, you got to fight just like a man, So it's a triple threat match between you, Trish Stratus, and Chris Masters. And if you win, Trish tries to, ease her way to still grab that WWE Championship. And there's storylines like that. Even, the Jillian Hall storyline where she's attacking you with a pipe to help the person that she's managing, to basically beat you up, the superstar of your choosing. And Melina helps you out. I love storylines like that. And THQ always thought creatively when it came down to that. And this is my problem with 2K. How many years have you fought The Rock at WrestleMania? How many years have you fought Triple H at Mania? How many times Triple H interrupted you? How many times the Authority has been a part of this, even though the Authority is rarely even shown on TV anymore? How many times? It is absolutely ridiculous. It is the same repetitive storyline between the Authority for so many years as you pick through superstar after superstar. So like I said before, and what I'm about to say now, it is not WWE's fault, it's 2K's fault. 2K cannot think of anything original because what their thoughts are and how they present the game and how they present the story for most of the years of what we've seen has been very standard and very shallow and boring and overly overused. They cannot think of anything original at all for these women. So this is why we don't have a females my career. Let's continue.
But that is really interesting to me, like joining factions and stuff. I think there was like NWO, The Shield, DX, things like that. So I think that's pretty interesting. Zombie or Monster Triple H is in my career. I don't know the exact storyline. I think it has to do with Bray Wyatt kidnapping you and dude, this is like I love it. Like Bray Wyatt gasses the hell out of you and then like you have some hallucination where you fight zombie Triple H. I'm just inferring it from the trailer. I don't know what it is, but it looks like that. Like it gasses you out, you have hallucination, you fight. I'm down with that. I like cheesy stuff like that. I think that's fun. That's cool. That's neat. I like it. I think that, that's cool to me. I'm fine with that.
That is truly pure insanity. That is insane of how such a shallow answer like that can be, brought up. Like, oh man, I'm cool with, them taking ideas and they're putting it from a wrestling's perspective. Even though when you look at stuff like Tower Mode, and Big Head Mode, that was in a wrestling game 2 decades ago. 2 decades ago, there was a Tower Mode and there was a Big Head Mode 2 decades ago for the Nintendo 64, I believe. And Road to Glory is a ripoff of the FIFA games. The FIFA games have their own Road to Glory. It's like this company cannot think of anything original. This company just can't. And this is why you don't have a GM mode. Because what ideas they're going to put into the table for storyline? Be honest here. What type of money system they're going to do all of that? Think about it. And this is where the problem is. They depend on 2K that's not giving them it. They're not going to give them it because they think of these bland ideas. And they come year after year and they just get lifeless as the last time it was used in the other popular game. So that's my biggest problem with it. But I'm getting a bit frustrated with this, so let's skip to another subject that Paul's going to talk about. Let's continue on with this video.
There's just a few things in my career that I don't think they got exactly right. But like I said, 2K20 is going to probably be, the more fleshed out version of this game. Universe mode got a bunch of quality of life updates. This mode desperately needed it. It was getting real old real quick. You can pick who wins your simmed matches now, which is really nice. Money in the Bank finally being a thing you can mess around with, having entrances with Money in the Bank. Being able to vacate championships. Just saying that out loud, man. So it's crazy that some of this stuff has fallen under the radar for as long as it has. It's nothing huge with Universe mode, but all these little things start to add up. And you get that one big thing. So that's kind of how it is. Once you beat My Career, you had Universe, and that's it. What else do you do? That's it. So it kind of gives you something more to do. But I expected more fun stipulations, which is, if they decide to keep this mode in, is what I expect them to do next year. There's no way they don't do this stuff. When I was pitching this, I'm like, the ring, okay, all right, so there's going to be a tower this week where the ring's on fire, and if you touch it, you die, or, you face Roman Reigns, and, if he does the fist cock taunt, he gains, 5 more stamina, or, if he does the ooh-ah, he opens the 8th gate, and he fucking starts beaming you. I was thinking, stupid, just... the tower this week is you have to go all the way through it with the lowest overall superstar, and the screen's inverted on the final one. And if you win the updated attire from this pay-per-view that just came out. I like the community creations, obviously, but there's something really neat about official releases from 2K. It makes you feel like they're more involved with the actual game. That's what it makes you feel like they care about what's happening. Another thing about 2K that I don't like with them in the WWE series, everything feels super big business. It's like WWE is. It's like the exact same. And I'm not surprised that it's the exact same because they're working with WWE. But it feels so big business. It's like they put the game out and they're like, well, see you guys next year. That's just how it feels to me.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but even back in the 2K16 days, I always talked about this. I talked about this in my old videos from years ago. And then I'm saying how this is all for other people's perspective as well. So you have other tons of people from 3 years ago talking about how broken the game is and how 2K is, just like WWE with this marketing and how they are towards the fans. And then you say it 3 years later. I don't know what to say to that, Pulse. How you spend 3 consecutive years, that means one after the other. How you spend 3 years not realizing that fans already said what you're saying now. And the thing is, what WWE does a lot is that, let me just sum this up for you. Roman Reigns and John Cena. Remember their rivalry? And then fans always talked about Roman being a bad person and how he's a Cena clone. And look what they did. They booked Cena and Reigns. And Cena addressed everything that the fans say. He said it from the fans' perspective. At the end of the day, people, grown adults, they already knew that Reigns was going to win and Cena was going to lose. Even though Cena delivered 2 AAs and I think 3 to 2 AAs and Roman hit like 1 spear. And the thing is what Cena said that really ties into this whole franchise as a whole, it has been for the last few years, is that I am doing your job. Basically, I'm doing your job. And I feel like that's the fans now. The fans, the modders, community creations, they're keeping people interested. It's hard for me to trust his face, especially when it's coming from somebody who spent 3 consecutive years and out of nowhere in 2018 he finally wants to say how is in the game. It's hard for me to trust Pulse at this point because it's something that already should have been said. Simple enough.
I mean, they need stuff like, if you look back on the older games, even back to when like Marcus, if you guys remember, Marcus Stevenson was community manager, and we had stuff like the 2K tournament at Access, or even back to Aubrey Sitterson, which he was way back in the day. He would get online on the weekends and play with people. Just more interaction. It just felt like they cared more. Here you go on Facebook and take this AJ Styles filter and put it on your face. Dude, I'll be real with you, man. That's the dumbest I never in my life. I don't know. If I was in the room and I heard you pitch that and then you showed it to me, I'd be like, Chief, is that you? Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him this ain't it.
This is just my perspective. If I would have heard that stupid pitch in front of my face.
Get him out of here. So Towers is pretty bare bones in that aspect. Most of the towers are just like, beat this tower with, starting with a finisher. Beat this tower, your health doesn't regen. Gold AJ Styles at the end of the $1 Million Challenge is pretty neat. I hear that if you beat them or something, like it unlocks the gold AJ Styles that you can actually use. I think that's fun. That's cool. Legends lore in the Towers mode is just text. That's it. I thought it was going to be like fun cutscenes that they, would put in there. It's just text. So that's not happening. So that's pretty weak. I think Towers mode will be a fun thing for streamers. I think Towers mode will be a fun thing for streamers. And I think it will be fun for people who want something other than universe mode to do. If you have in your mind that you won't like it, honestly, you probably won't like it. It's exactly what you think it is.
And Pulse, that's sad. That's very sad. That's exactly how I think it is. It's a brainless gauntlet match with the most bland ideas possible. I can play SVR 2009 career mode, and I'll probably have a funner time playing that than probably Towers mode. Towers mode to me is going to be the easiest thing. You know why? It's off this statement. Brandon, another person that goes out and plays the game, gets shipped out there, shows the game and all that other stuff. Brandon said, difficulty. I had to help Luigi PS3 with her match. And I'm thinking to myself, are you serious? That's all you gotta say? Luigi is not even an okay player. She is nowhere good. Have you seen her play a game? The 2K game? It is ridiculous. And it's crazy. She's not even that much of a great player. And it's like, okay, just stick to the reactions, honey. It's so, the thing is, she shows like a good side to her. She's a sweet person. I know all of that, but if you're not good at games, you're not good at games. Simple as that, And same thing as Grimm. I understand Grimm is a very great entertainer, but it's like, bro, skills and personality matters. If you don't have that skill, don't be there. If you don't have that, if you have the skill but don't have the personality, don't be there. But if you have both, which a lot of people don't have when it pertains to talking while playing the game, then yeah, I'll say that. I'll say, yeah, you should go over there, record footage and all of that. And I felt like Willpower I feel like, CM Pulse, Tubby Emu, Tony Pizza Guy, and various others should do that. They should go over there. And I feel like people like Luigi and Grim are just crowded people at that point. Because they're not really great at the game. And they're talking out of, why talk from a perspective from a person that barely knows how to beat the AI in the game? Why talk from that perspective? It's hard to, to get information out of that. That's why people always tune in to people like the Call of Duty people like Ninja or Dr. Disrespect, because they're good at the games. The good shooting games that they play at. It's ridiculous. Like, why you telling me I gotta listen to Grim about once in the game? I know he was there. I know he played it, but he's not that great of a player. That's why I take more of what Pulse is saying, and Brandon and Pizza and Tony Pizza Guy, Macho T, what they say serious. But at the end of the day, even those people I just mentioned are still not at that tier of mastering or being that too great at the game. These guys don't even know who most of these moves belong to. They don't know. I was facing Pulse in 2K in 2K18 on what was the Glory. He didn't even know Roman Reigns' super dropkick. And the man's been playing, on this system more longer than me. I didn't have 2K15. I started off playing 2K16 on this PS4 console. And you tell me Pulse doesn't remember a move that's been there for so many years that he used? It's ridiculous. It's simple as that, but let's continue. Let's definitely continue.
So the creation suite is not really my thing. So I didn't mess around with it too much. They added block creations, which was pretty funny. You can see that in one of my videos. Custom Money in the Bank briefcases is honestly bigger than it should be. Honestly, it's a great addition to the game. I think it's really neat. Big head mode is neat. I saw a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, big head mode just ruined this game for me. It ruined it."
I don't understand how something like that will just ruin the game, because there are people out there who have a problem with that big head mode, and it's something that was just like Paul said, it took 15 minutes to make. It's not the hardest thing to do. Modders did it way before 2K did it. Simple as that. The thing is, if you expect something from 2K in the future, just know that modders did it before. If you expect the old Daniel Bryan, just know that modders did it back in 2K16. They did it all before. They had a whole evolution of Bryan you can just search up right now that was just there from years ago. There's no new ideas when it comes down to this game, so I don't know why people are getting so triggered about stuff like that. And by the way, you telling me instead of worrying about the custom championships that look ugly and uglier and uglier, and and lighting and stuff like that each year, I have to worry about a briefcase now? Thanks, Paul. So I'm real happy about that.
If you bought 2K15, if you bought 2K16, 2K17, and 2K18, you will probably want to get 2K19. You've already been through hell. You are deep in Mariana's Trench at this point. There was no hope for if you didn't turn around earlier, you're already too deep. You've already gone too far. That's it. If you turn around now at 2K19 when they introduce a story, voice acted My Career, quality of life updates for universe mode where you can actually pick your winners now, and you can actually do things in it, and this is the game where you decide to turn it off, and honestly I don't blame you. So this is, like I said, it's either Jason Statham coming to save us all, and we go in he picks us up and we go in a whole new direction out of Mariana's Trench, and we get out of here and we have a good time, we all live this and that, or it's just a big shark that eats us. And that's it. That's it. So hopefully things work out this year. As a 2K YouTuber, that's all I can hope for. The games kind of help dictate where we go with the community and everything. And if it's another trash year, I don't know what's going to happen. And I guess I will see you guys when 2K19 launches. And hopefully we have a banging year, man. Hopefully this is the year. We'll see how it plays out, man.
I know what you're thinking, Marcus. This is a waste of time, dude. Who's going to listen to this? You've been talking about this for over an hour. I just wanted to put it out there because I wanted to put it out there. On my channel. I just want to let people know from my perspective. That's all we can do as humans. Let people know their perspective. Put the truth out there. You know. And my thing is, I've been playing wrestling games since I was 2 years old. Picking up that PlayStation controller, I was losing. And I won my first match as The Rock. My brother was proud of me. I remember that day like the back of my head. At 2 years old, and that's crazy. It's crazy I still got memory like that. But, Pulse, I've been through hell for years. I've heard all the complaints. I played the online since 07 on the Xbox 360. I've done it all. I have truly done it all when it pertains to this wrestling series. So when people say, oh, go back to No Mercy, I can't. Go back to Here Comes the Pain since you like it so much. I can't. I've done it all. I've made people from this time, from back then. I've done it all. I played through all the little secret story modes. I played through the Stephanie McMahon storyline where she wants to marry me in SVR 2008. I've done it all. And I'm only just 21 years old, and I've done it all in these wrestling games. I'm passionate about this. So when Pulse tells me, oh, you've been through hell, he doesn't know what hell is. It's kind of sad. Jason Statham is not going to help us, Pulse. We have to help ourselves. Sometimes it's best to step away. And that's exactly what you did, Pulse. You stepped away. You played Fire Pro and you had a good time. You have not talked about 18 in a long time. And the only reason why you went back to 18 was to hang with your viewers. And I respect you for that. I respect anybody who's listening to this right now. Because I respect you for listening on my perspective. As a friend, as an enemy, as a viewer, as a subscriber, as a fellow wrestling fan, as a fellow wrestling gamer, as a video gamer yourself. I respect you. Whether you hate me on the past or whether I've been a jerk to you in the past, it does not matter. I thank you. Whether you dislike this video or like this video, I respect you. But I'm just laying in my passion. I've done it all in these games. I fought people online since 2007. Since 2006. For over a decade. And I'm only 21 years old. Only 21. And I've done it all when it comes down to these wrestling games. I've seen all the moves. I've done it all. And that's why I'm saying, that's why I wanted to quit this year, but they pulled out this $1 million challenge. And that's been staring me in the eye because I don't know if I'm going to win. I don't even know I'm going to get chosen. Especially me giving my critical thoughts on the game. And for the past few years I've been playing, I've been in this hellhole with people like Pulse, with people like Brandon, Dank, Luigi, and even you who's watching this video that have touched this series. I've been through hell too. I know what I'm talking about. If you have somebody in the room that knows what they're talking about, that means they know. That means they have a dream. Simple as that. Many legends in this business always had a dream. And you know what they did? They went out and they took charge. And that's what I'm doing this year. That's what I'm doing with the whole $1 million challenge. I'm taking charge. I'm tired of this. I've been through hell long enough. I've done it all. And it's about time I get rewarded for it. Simple as that. I really want to respect Pulse. But I don't know how genuine this whole thing is. I don't know. I know you guys been seeing a slow motion Pulse for a long period of time as I'm talking, but I'm very passionate. I said this video was going to be shorter, but I just have to let this out there that I really do care about this. I really do care about this wrestling stuff. This means a lot to me, as many of you, because this is not just a wrestling game. This is something I spent my life playing, hours, times, minutes of editing. So is these content creators. So is these call creators. Even towards the people I've disrespected in the past. They still put time and effort into those calls, into the movesets. Even the noobs did this. That I've faced, no matter how racist, how disrespectful they have treated me over the years. It doesn't matter. We all want the same thing. We all just want a good wrestling game. We all just want to have fun. We all want to also prove our dominance. I have no disrespect. I stayed out of that owning stuff years ago. I already knew my limits. Why stay in the same lane I've been in for years? I've done it all. I faced the best. I beat the best. I lost to the best. I've done it all. All I haven't done is told people why I deserve to be at a certain place. But I just want to tell you, who's ever watching, thank you. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I'm very passionate about this. Thank you. I truly hope you have a blessed day. Because I don't know myself where this series is going. I've been on this hellhole for years, hours, days, and months. I have said over hundreds of thousands of words of things about this game. And people damage controlling it and defending it for so many years. But I am Marcus Baker. I am out. Have a great day. Thank you. And yes, I will be continuing doing content for 2K. And I will be starting Fire Pro in the near future. But until then, peace out and have a blessed day. Peace.